What's going on, guys? Kaiga here, and welcome to another Summoner's War Chronicles video. Today we're going to be looking at Heroes Area. I know it can be very confusing and it's new content, but I got all the numbers for you and I'm going to talk about everything you didn't know. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, so we're going to talk about Hero Area. First, how do I get it right? And that is Quest, Area Exploration, Castland, down here, World of Fissure. Uh, Baphomet is going wrecking havoc across all the continents, and you have to figure out how to stop him. And this quest takes you to all 5 zones, talking to people about it, and then you're good to go. If you want to go to the area, you click Hero Area up here. It shows you all the zones, as well as the area effect right here. So for example, Aya, where I'm at, I get 200% bonus damage dealt and 35% less damage taken if I'm using a fire weapon. This also applies to your monsters. If it's a fire monster, they get that stat as well. Then we got the attainable items on the right. Those are what you're able to get from the monsters in this area. Primarily, you're going to be getting the magical rune pieces from field mobs that you kill AFK farming. Important thing to note is this is used for crafting legendary runes, but you will not get magic cores, which can be a bottleneck with your crafting experience. You also get these engraved stones to get specific legendary runes when you get to alchemy level 5, and then the actual fatal and endure runes, as well as the tough leather and altar leather, are going to come from the bosses. So there's 3 main bosses right here: the Turian, Griffin, and Warbear. You can click on the side to see what their abilities do, and then there will be the ones dropping the runes. You actually have a quest every week to kill 30 of each of the mobs, of the AFK farming mobs, and then you have a weekly quest to kill 1 of each of the field bosses, and then you have once per week to kill Baphomet that shows up randomly. So what happens with these guys is each of these 3 field bosses have a 30-minute cooldown timer to when it can spawn. If you go to your quests and you still have the quest up right above right here, I could click it, and if it moves, it goes to it. As you'll notice, I just hit a random monster. That's because there is one right where I'm going, but it's going to be taking me to it, as you can see on the map. When you get there, if it's not there, like he is there right now, but if they're not there, then you would need to switch channels because it is there on one of the channels. Alright, so when you're in that specific zone, as you see at the top, it says current location Rudolin, and it has a countdown for Baphomet. And what's going on here is the timer is actually wrong, and it's going to be wrong every time. It's going to cause confusion. It has a countdown right there, 1 hour and 4 minutes, and at the 1 hour left mark is when he actually spawns. You have to be in the zone to see this timer. So if I am in Rudolin and I look at the Teska zone, it will not show me the countdown if he has the countdown. He also spawns on all of the channels at the same time, so if you and your group kill him, you can swap channels and kill him again, up to 5 times depending on the amount of people going. I'm going to show you right here. This is at the 1 hour and 4 minutes left what the map looked like, and when the 1 hour mark hit, he spawned up there at the top right hand corner, showing you what you need to fight against. These check marks right here being quest locations. Now let's jump into last 2 things I wanted to touch on was the bosses here. The 3 field bosses will spawn every 30 minutes, and even if, like I said, it takes you to that location, swap channels, it is there. Someone may kill it between those times. It's kind of annoying that they have a timer for Baphomet, which, as it says, appears twice a week, but you never know when or where. But it actually gives you a countdown when he's within, I don't know, the the furthest I saw out was 4 hours. Maybe it starts the countdown at 4 hours. We still have some more testing to do. Let me know in the comment section down below what's the longest countdown time you have seen. But he gives you a countdown if you're in the area. The other three do not. Pay attention to your discords, people in your guild. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't pop up and tell you. This is the first kind of weird thing, especially seeing as you can be AFK farming in Rudolin, and Teska could pop and you have no idea, no way of knowing unless you go to Teska and check it out. Last thing is these quests are going to be probably reasonable for your main character to get these done. And as you see, that is 180,000 gold, a bunch of mystical rune pieces, and engraving stones of 2 types. But you can do these missions on all 3 of your characters every week, giving you 180 times 3, as well as all these things that you can craft the runes. I suggest when you do get to the point when you are making these, I suggest a lot of people just do the unknown runes until you have a good stockpile of legendary runes, and then go after the ones you need for your builds. Let me know if this helped you out in the comment section down below. Until next time, guys.